Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Grant. Today we're sitting with Don and Angela, and once again we're on the subject of quantum silver. Incredible subject. You've heard Don before. Angela is our new lady that we've tracked down with an incredible story. So I'm just going to cross it with John. Don, do you want to introduce Angela and take it from there?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our interview with Angela Erasmus. Angela has got a unique story, if not two stories to tell. Firstly, Angela lives in Windhoek, and so quantum silver has reached that part of the world, and very interesting, is making a huge impact. Angela, welcome. Pleased to meet you well, not quite in person, but certainly on the camera. Tell us a little bit about your story, Angela. What do you do, and how you came across the quantum silver and what impact it's had?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited about quantum silver. So my partner and I traveled to Durban in January this year, and we went to a small market at a beautiful nursery that stole my heart. And we actually met a lady there that had quantum silver there, and she started talking to us. And my partner said to me, he knows all the product that, let's say, is the older version of the product, if I may say that. And he grew up with it. And he said to me, Angela, let's try this. I'm like, okay, I don't know it, but let's do this. So we worked, and eventually we got into contact with Dr. Thomas. He was very kind. He helped us. He sent me a lot of information on the products, and we were still getting our feel for the product, in our family, using it for the children's warts and using it for sunburns and all these and it worked for every single one of these. And then a lady got in contact with me from Okahanya, which is about 70 kilos away from me. And she said that she has heard that I've got quantum silver. So she would love to try it because she's also a firm believer in the product. Yes, so the patient was lying in our central hospital here in Windhoek. The doctors wanted to amputate his foot. The family and obviously the patient himself didn't want to amputate. So the doctor said, well, they've tried. But sorry, to go back to the front, the start of the story is the patient was on a farm, and a thorn went right through his shoe into his foot. And he is a diabetic client. And unfortunately, the wound started getting worse and worse, and they couldn't treat it fast enough. So back to the doctors, they said it's gone too far. We've got the pictures of it. They've given us permission to share it. And the doctors then said to him that, well, they don't want to amputate, he doesn't want to allow them to amputate, so he needs to go home. And what happens, happens. And then that is when the lady in Okahanya got in touch with me. And I started sending product to them the very next day that they contacted me. The clients started drinking the quantum silver, and they were cleaning the wounds with the quantum silver as well. And as it went along, they started sending me photos, and it was all right. So the patient was using it daily, 3 times a day. They were cleaning his foot with it. He was drinking the quantum silver. They eventually went off antibiotics that they were using for his foot. And 3 months later, she sent me photos of the foot, and I could not believe it was the same foot. And he was actually walking on his foot. From 3 months prior to where they wanted to amputate, and 3 months later, he was walking on his foot again. So that is where I just knew this is something wonderful.
So Angela, I just want to, you mentioned you have the photos. Do you have the photos with you?
I do.
Yeah, I can either share the screen or you can just show them to the camera, because I think it'll be very interesting from our point of view, just to see the progress and from where to where it ended up.
Of course. Sorry, just give me a few seconds. All right. So can you see it? So this is the bottom of the foot when they contacted us.
Wow.
And
then 3 months later.
Yeah, this is from the side. You can see the heel at the bottom.
My word, okay.
Wow.
Yes. So that is initially, those were the first photos that they sent to us. Let me see here some more. Sorry, it's not very attractive photos. Here's from the other side of the foot. I hope you guys can see it.
You can see it. We don't want to see it. It's terrible. But
yeah, it's really. And here's another one. I'm sorry. So here's the bottom of the foot.
Wow.
Yes. So he was really in bad shape. And now here are the next photos of 3 months later. Here is the side of the foot.
Wow.
And that is the bottom of the foot that was almost completely open.
Healed. Wow.
And here's the other side.
So he was walking at that stage, Angela, or
yes,
was he?
Here's where he could start stepping on the cushion of his foot again. And this is where he started walking again. And as you can see, that the scarring is also minimal. A person would think that there is, and they went to the doctors again, and the doctors, because they wanted to do skin grafts, and the skin actually started to grow back. So I'm not a very medically inclined person, but I think it's fantastic. So no skin grafts were done on Rian's foot. It was just amazing.
Wow. So he is now has recovered, and in turn, you as well had experience with quantum silver with your family.
Yes.
And I think we have covered it, but Sunburn helped. What else?
Instantly, the sunburn was gone. We actually went to do a promotion with the gym that's behind me, and that evening my arms were burnt and my face was. Our Namibian sun is no joke. It's not kind. So I put it on, and it felt wonderful. It was such a relief. I couldn't believe it. And then obviously my daughter has a wart. I don't know why she gets so many of them, but the first ones before quantum silver we had burnt off at the doctor's offices. And then I said to her, no, let's try this. And quantum silver removed the wart, and it left no scarring, where the previous burnt off warts left scarring. So I'm very happy.
Did you use the cream for that or the spray?
We used the gel. We used the gel on the warts, and for the sunburn, I also used the gel.
Right. So now, Angela, you've had a wonderful experience firsthand, and now you've decided that you would like to tell Namibia about quantum silver. So can you tell people, if they are listening from Namibia, how they should be in contact with you?
Of course. So I have a Facebook page, which is quantum.silver Namibia. Anybody can go and join the Facebook page. I would love that. And then you can contact me on my mobile, which is, I don't know, just 081 260 9437.
Could you repeat that?
081 260 9437 is my mobile contact number. And I am situated in Maxwell Park, Southern Industrial.
I'm going to put the number on the screen. So for you folks at home watching this now, don't worry.
Okay.
Currently,
Right.
as we're talking, the number is on the screen, so you can get hold of Angela. Because I mean, you just seen it. It's you know, the old story. It's too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, then it is normally that. But this is like such
Yeah.
and that's why we're doing this
Not in
journey
this
with.
case.
Yeah, Don and myself are doing this journey, and just how many people we speak to have got the same similar kind of experiences.
I'm a very logical and fairly systematic kind of guy. I don't believe many of these folks who tell us all kind of miracles are being happening, but the evidence-based results convinces me. And with quantum silver, there's pure evidence that things come right. Ulcers, warts, as Angela has said, sugars, diabetes. It is just amazing. And I don't want people to, take it and, they must try it. Try it and experience for themselves what Angela has experienced and many hundreds of other people are now experiencing. So Angela, thank you very much for your input. Grant, thank you for inviting us to Coffee with Grant. And indeed, I trust that if you are interested in engaging with us, our number will be on the screen and we'd be happy to help you in any way to get better as it does with quantum silver. Thank you, Grant.
So Don, thanks for you've been in the program so many times. You're rounding off for me. It's incredible. I don't have to be here anymore. Angela, before we do sign off, anything in closing before we sign off?
Yeah, it's I don't really know what to say. Seeing is believing. Quantum silver is a wonderful product. I would definitely recommend it, and it's life-changing. So I'm very excited to see what we will do in the new year with quantum silver in Namibia, and I believe it will be a brilliant experience.
I agree with you. So Angela and Don, thank you very much for joining me on Coffee with Grant. And
thank you, Grant.
It was incredible. Thank you.
All right.
Don, thank you very much.